Hello everyone, I'm Nathaniel Hoover, aka Flashman85, aka Gemini Laser, and you've been listening to Mega Man 8 Above the Clouds by Jewbei from ocremix.org. Welcome to the first in a series of live streams showcasing the results of Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 2, or Magmal 2 for short. The premise is simple, inspired by similar contests in the Mario fan community. Give fans a dev kit, tell them to make a good Mega Man level, and include every submitted level in a massive game, with levels being organized into tiers based on scores assigned by a panel of judges. Magmal 1 received 20 submissions, Magmal 2 received 81 submissions, and that's to say nothing of the copious bonus content, which is a game unto itself. In this first stream, I plan to try out as many of the levels as possible, starting at the bottom of the pile and working my way up. I'll make an honest attempt to at least beat every level, but for the sake of revealing the results in full by the end of the weekend, I won't worry about 100% completion until after everyone knows where they're level placed. This game won't be available to the public until sometime after the results have been announced, so please avoid leaking any spoilers in general Discord channels and elsewhere around the internet before then. So, you've only been waiting 8 or 9 months for this? At long last, here are the results of the second Make a Good Mega Man level contest. Thanks for joining me. I've been Flashman85, aka Gemini Laser. Wait a second. I'm sorry, that's not accurate at all. So, I'm firing up the game now. This is a very, very big game, so please bear with me. You will probably see black screens where things are loading for long periods of time, and the game is still loading up right now. So let's just kindly wait for everything to load. I know, I'm terrible. So this is mostly just a stream where you get to wait for things to load. There's this blue cylinder that says loading. It's beautiful. Here we go! It's the game! It's the wrong game. There we go. I'm excited. Woohoo! 30th anniversary. This is how we celebrate. Make a Good Mega Man Level 2 contest! Soak in that title screen for a second. That lovely remix of probably my favorite title theme from any Mega Man game. But this is not what you came here for. You came here to check out the options. So I've already configured the controls just to look at things really quickly, what we have to offer. Lots of fun options. I'm not going to be taking advantage of any of these. Mega Man, I'm going to stick with color from 1 through 6, because on the previous stream where we dabbled around in the dev kit, I looked at the Mega Man 9 and 10 colors. So let's watch the credits. Look, credits? Okay, fine. Don't want to watch the credits. Let's start this game. Whoa! Save slots. Excellent. Let's start one. Pretty. Mega Man, finally! You're back! I was wondering how long you'd be on that walk with Rush. By the way, let me know if I need to adjust the volume at all for the music or me being too loud or anything. Here we go. Was I really out for that long? Not any longer than usual, I hope. Well, it probably felt longer because I'm just so excited! Mega Man, the new festival has officially begun! Wait, there's another festival? Oh, I guess that explains why those tents were being set up then. I'm surprised you haven't heard or seen. This time will be fantastic, though. I don't know, the last time was pretty fantastic. The festival this time is specifically celebrating the 30th anniversary of your first victory against Dr. Wily. This time they're actually making it a festival, and it's much bigger than the first one. And all of this with no sight of Wily. Yet. That probably won't last for very long, but might as well enjoy this while it lasts. So, what does this festival have to offer? The whole city has been decorated and set up for a giant festival celebrating robotics and technology. The main show, from what I've heard, is new virtual simulations that real objects can interact with. Oh boy, we're on Star Trek, it's the holodeck. Tons of people have made their own simulations, all as tributes to your efforts, Mega Man. I even heard that there's a beta simulation that can read directly from memories. Huh. Wait, what do you mean, tributes to my efforts? What are the simulations like? Tributes as in stages, just like your various adventures. Some even made their own robot masters. So this is a festival full of virtual death traps. Well, think of it as training, and you can't die in them anyways. You can try as many times as you like. Tons of people and robot masters from all over the world have gathered here, and will be truly grand. I like how we're kind of explaining the gameplay as well as the plot at the same time. That's good. The festival organizers have organized all of the submitted simulations into tiers based on quality. At the end of each simulation, there's an energy element, just like the areas from the last festival. What's very cool, because that's totally a word Dr. Light would use, is that as a proof of concept, you can bring the elements into the real world. If you can get a ton of elements, I could possibly use them to power a peacekeeping robot or the like, just like Gamma. Sounds cool to me. Hopefully Wily will stay out of this, but if he doesn't, I'll take care of it. Considering last time, I doubt he'll try anything spectacular either way. The festival is right outside my lab, on the far right end. Watch out for snakes. Watch out for tourists, by the way. Ha ha! I've already had to clean up my lab quite a bit to make things less confusing for them. As in, the Hub and Magma one was a little challenging to navigate if you didn't know what you were doing. Have fun, Mega Man! Okay, I can jump and shoot, and hopefully not assassinate Dr. Light by accident. I can pause with many weapons and utilities at my disposal. I can talk. 0 energy elements. Just getting started, I see. Keep up the good work! Okay, incentive to go back and talk to Dr. Light. The game may be a little bit sluggish. Part of that's just how it's running on my computer. Part of it's also I'm at 2x size instead of 1x, which is tiny and going to hurt my eyes. Infobox 1987, a little tip of the hat to when Mega Man was released. Welcome to Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 2. This time around, the size of the contest quadrupled. Here's a rundown of how this works. Each level was judged by 5 judges based on a score rubric out of 50 points. Each level is ranked based on its average. The rubric is as follows: 15 points in design, 10 points in fun, 15 points in creativity, 5 points each aesthetics and functionality. Every stage was also given a comment by each judge. In the end, all the scores were averaged and compiled for the results. The 5 judges in order are Snore and Pyro, Jippy Hornet, Angel, right? Or capital I, NG, Gary, and a Spark. You can read each comment on a monitor like the one next to the sign. Read that monitor to Lauren Michaels to learn more about the judges themselves. Each level is placed according to their total score. Tier 1 contains the last place level, and Tier 10 has the winner. Complete each level, and get all the collectibles to get a bunch of other bonus content besides the levels. However, some levels were deemed too unreasonable to normally complete and have been made skippable via green teleporters. Certain levels were also designated a judge least favorite or favorite, so be on the lookout for those. Enjoy! Chat, if you ever need to get my attention on anything, please Flashman me and type in all caps. Do it like a couple of times in a row because there's a lot to read, so I'm going to do my best. Hi! Oh, I'm also going to do my best to give some sort of, I'm bad at impressions, but some sort of attempt to sound like the judges, or at least as I picture them in my head, so terribly grating. Let me know and I'll probably ignore you, because I don't want to be talking in my normal voice as much for the entire stream. Hi! I'm Spark Pyro, also known as Pyro, and I'm the one responsible for this game and its predecessor. For those that don't know, yes, like that, thank you. And I'm the one responsible for this game and its predecessor. For those that don't know, the concept of Make a Good Mega Man level is basically ripped off from the Talk House's own Make Good level contests, which are based around Mario engines, Super Mario World, and Super Mario Brothers. I'm super happy that my dumb little idea was able to get so huge with 81 submissions, and so much more beyond it. But enough about the contest itself, or about me as a judge, because that's what this monitor is supposed to say. Hello everyone, are we back? Okay, this is what I was concerned about, that there would be technical issues with the game, because I was not able to test this current release until, 15 minutes before starting. So, we're going to try this again. Hopefully it doesn't break this time. I've changed things around on my computer, and maybe it'll actually run this game in a live stream at the same time. So, here we go. Continuing on what Pyro was saying in her introduction, the levels I love the most are the ones that either take an existing idea and run with it in crazy new ways, or come up with some new, really cool concept and do tons of things with it. I'd say I'm all about creativity, honestly. If you make a level that has nothing but Mets, Sniper Joes, and shield attackers, don't be expecting any high praise with me. Have variety, and do something cool and creative. I don't like playing rompy levels very much, and even really badly designed levels with a cool idea, I can still have some appreciation for. I'm also not an artist, like, at all. If your level is made entirely of a glitched graphic looped over as every single tile, I probably wouldn't care. If the gameplay is great, I couldn't care less about the visuals. This is why I am insanely generous with aesthetic scores, lol. I don't have an eye for eye-searing palettes or cutoff or anything like some people do. Any graphical errors will fly over. Any graphical errors will fly over my head. I'd at least, wow, so much text that I'm not able to read. I'd at least like to think that I can definitely appreciate some great visuals, but sometimes I tend to forget about them. Because of this, if I play a level where its main draw is some kind of spectacular visuals or something, I'm going to leave the level thoroughly unimpressed. TLDR, if a level has a new or cool idea, you'll have me reeled in, and then do some great design with it, and I'll love it. I try to look for the best in every level, and as such, I ended up as the insanely nice judge again, just like the last contest. Though the times where I scored a level the lowest also amused me. This contest was super fun to judge though, and I hope you as a player can enjoy it. Jewbei! Does anybody know what Jewbei sounds like? Because I'm just going to make up some sort of voice, and we'll run with it. Hey, I'm Jewbei Hornet. I've been playing Mega Man games since 2010. I'm also a moderator on smbx.org and a co-owner of the Geometry Dash forums, but who cares about that stuff? Here's the thing about me. If you give me one level that's absolutely horrible and another level that has a ton of potential but fails in execution, I dislike the second level more. I'd rather be able to chuckle at a terrible level than be disappointed in one with a lot of promise and bad execution. That all being said, flashy gimmicks and custom assets alone won't earn your level a high score. The most important things are design and fun factor. To me, it doesn't matter that much how original your stage is or how good it looks. If it's badly designed and not fun, chances are it won't get a high score from me. I like that we're getting the judges' perspectives on how they're judging things. This is really good. I believe here's the voice I'm going to go with, because I think this is what you sound like. Hey there, I'm Enju. If you haven't heard my name before, it's because I don't frequent Sprites Inc. at all, really. I'm a nerd who's been studying game design for a year, heard of the contest through Pyro, and has a ton of fun judging levels, and that's how it happened. Yeah, man, that's nice and all, but what's your gimmick? Maybe your possible reaction. I aim to bring feedback to the table that not just analyzes the levels themselves, but also helps improve levels outside the closed realm of this contest. In competitions like this, people can learn from each other's levels and gain some sweet experience. To support that, my comments aim to encourage by focusing on how levels can be improved and how how the greatest shortcomings can be sorted out. What I'm looking for in levels is clever implementation of creative ideas, but don't expect to see me going hardcore focus mode on that creativity aspect. What I kinda did focus on for many levels in this contest is how levels execute common design concepts such as teaching and combining of mechanics, and creating mutations of previously used setups. Naturally though, these technicalities aren't everything, because even a level that perfectly follows 4-step design can manage to fall flat in its enjoyability. To summarize that mess of a paragraph, I like creative stuff. I think proper implementation of game design techniques is important, and I believe that levels should first and foremost aim to be enjoyable to play. Quite a mouthful, I agree, but this is such a broad subject that I could write an entire paper on it. Overall, I had a blast judging this thing. There are some incredible levels up there in the higher ranks that I think are must-plays if you want to have a good time, and they are insanely replayable as well, and even many of the less memorable levels show great potential. I hope you'll have as much fun as I did playing through what this contest has to offer. Whew, okay. Yeah, I know, we're getting there. Gary. Hello, I've been known as Gary on the internet for the past 10 years. I've played many different games since that time. I have been making games from an early age, and I have been a huge Mega Man fan since late 2014. Sorry, this is bordering more on Richard Nixon, but oh well. This has helped me learn making various aspects of game making, including level design. I've used this knowledge to contribute to the game in the form of judging all levels submitted for the contest, and in the form of creating a few of my own levels to be played, with hopes that my comments will be helpful for the improvement of one's future level design, and that the stages I have made will be enjoyable to play through and to learn from. While judging, I consider that, without a doubt, the most important factor of a good level is how enjoyable it is to play. Frustrating and boring are the worst qualities your level could inherit, and for your level to receive a high score... you lose your place! And things, and stuff and things, I know. Oh, so Jewbei is actually my Garary voice, which is not at all what it sounded like when I was practicing Garary in the car. Frustrating quality. I can't for the life of me get this to go down. You can pause this on YouTube when this is uploaded and read. So frustrating and boring equals bad. Cool. A Spark. Watch it, folks! A Spark here, owner of Spites Inc., confirmed furry, possibly British, and most important to this, a massive Mega Man fan. Pretty much played and completed the majority of the series, own most of them too, so on an official front, I have a pretty keen idea on what I'm looking for out of the Mega Man stage. I've also created several fan games at this point, which have mostly been well received, so I know the effort it takes to to build a Mega Man stage, and have a greater appreciation for some of the finer points and details in Mega Man design. The key thing in building a Mega Man level is to listen to your audience, as 9 times out of 10, they'll spot things you would never have thought of, and an outsider can tell you where you've tripped up in design. Today, I am that outsider. This was interesting to judge. Under normal circumstances, I judge fan games by the sum of their parts, which has led me to enjoy games with fairly glaring flaws in the past. Overall, I think everything going into Magmal 2 makes this one of the best fan games ever made. However, since I'm only judging the parts here, I found I've ended up far more critical than I would otherwise be, but that doesn't mean I'll only tell you where you went wrong. I feel people deserve to know what they did right, so expect some fairly lengthy comments from myself. What I'm looking for is either a level that feels like it came out of a Capcom game, or a level that is so out there an idea and concept yet has the quality level to come out of a Capcom game. And if you exceed the quality of the official stuff, well, expect some high praise indeed. I also really dig a good boss fight. While their absence won't drag a level down, the inclusion will certainly boost a level up. I apologize in advance for the walls of text. Chalk any grumpiness up to living under English weather. Okay. Hey, gameplay! I appreciate learning all about the judges. Cats are better than dogs. But whew. That's a lot of reading, and unfortunately the comments, I'm sure, on the levels are going to be just like that. Man, Dr. Light is such a liar! He just lazily dumped all the boxes with stuff from the last festival in the middle of the hall. It really cuts my gears. Wait. Things are a little slow in the hub. I'm not going to panic yet. If I get into the levels and it's still really choppy, I can do 1 or 2 more things. If you're curious, the shop is just to your left. Eddie hasn't really changed much compared to the last festival. Ha! Yeah, I know the lag's going to be bad, but like I said, if I get into the stages and it's still laggy, there's 1 or 2 things I can do. The main problem, I think, that crashed the stream before is I had this game set to high priority, and that just crashed everything else on my system. Mega Man, welcome back! Light found me out, but he let me stay here. My wares have changed since the last festival. Wait, I wasn't paying attention, but didn't Iceman say that, no, there's actually not much different from the last festival? Maybe I wasn't reading closely. Okay, good. All of these seem good things. Fun. Okay. Come back soon! Probably not. Not for a while. Okay. Here we go. I know, I'm getting on with it. Can't climb the ladder. Don't worry, Mega Man. If any flame doers pass by, the Flames of Justice will take care of it. The Center of Modern Robotics, Light Labs. Okay, here we go. Outside. Fun music. Mega Man, I'm so glad you're finally here. I'm here to welcome any visitors to the festival. It's just up ahead. I recommend visiting Tier 1. Their memory simulations are great. We'll see about Otto's taste. Here's Tier 1. We'll talk to Metal Man when we get up there.